So what I'm going to teach you today is how to clone yourself. First, what you'll need is a completely and totally the slightest vibration will set off how much you cannot move your camera. Your camera cannot move, it'll screw up the whole thing, and you'll have to do it all over again. So tripod would be perfect in this situation, but if you don't, that's okay. You'll just have to do with that one. Like right now I'm using a chair, and I put the camera on top of it because I know that won't move. And then you'll need iMovie. I'm pretty sure this works for other iMovies. I have iMovie 11, but I think it works for every other one too. And now I'll pass it on to my clone to tell you the rest. So, like Lee said, you'll need a completely motionless camera. Then you'll need iMovie, as he said. You'll need the advanced setting on. I'll show you how to make sure you have that. And I will teach you how to do it. Oh, and you're going to need green screen and a blue screen, which comes with iMovie. You don't have to go out and get one. So, we'll see it.
Okay, so once you're at iMovie, you have to have your clip of you, in this case me, of you teaching, me teaching how to actually do it, in this case. And now what you will have to do is you'll have to take your video of you on one side, and then you'll have to walk over to the other side all in one video. And you can talk on both sides or do whatever you're going to do on both sides. And so once you have that clip, you are going to want to make a new project. I have one right here, so I can use this one. Then what you're going to want to do is, let me just delete this and delete. Okay, so once you have a new project, you are going to want to drag from the beginning of your clip, right when you start talking, you need to drag it all the way to right before you start walking. Right there. You're going to want to drag that onto your project area. And once you have that, you are going to want to look at the other side, and as soon as you start talking on the other side or get to the other side, you want to drag that all the way until you turn off the camera. So, then once you have that, you have to make sure you click on iMovie, and you have to make sure you go to Preferences, and you have to make sure Show Advanced Tools is on. If Show Advanced Tools is not on, this will not work, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So, once you have that on, you want to drag what I just told you to drag. You want to drag it where you want yourself to start cloning. So, make sure it doesn't go on where it's green, but right after it's not green, or wherever you want to start it. And just let go. And when it says all these options, do not do picture-in-picture. And you can either do green screen or blue screen. I like doing blue screen because it seems like it stabilizes it out a little better. But you can do both. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to do blue screen. And this should pop up above it. So once you click on this, it'll look like you just have one person still. So you'll see at the top it says full. That's what you're on right now. You want to go to crop, and it'll be like a trapezoid. What you want to do is you want to drag the trapezoid, and you'll start seeing the other side of you. You want to drag that around your other person, the person that's already there, and you want to give it some space because I'm assuming you're going to move. But if not, then I would still give it some space. So, let's try to get that. Okay. And I remember that I do move.
Make it taller.
I do move. And now you press done. And it should look like this. What I feel in green screen, there'll sometimes look like there's a square around you, and that doesn't look too good. So once you have that, you should be ready to go and you're cloned. And you have to make sure the timing is all correct and wait after you've talked on one side, because it'll look interesting, and in my case not very well if you're both talking at the same time, unless you want it to talk at the same time. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.